Hello my royal lovelies, welcome back to the channel, and as always welcome to my home. Oh my goodness, over the weekend we had, not only had I just spoken, made a video about Meghan's cooking show and Harry's Netflix TV show on Polo, then they were actually out at the Polo filming said show, my goodness. But I do have a few things to say about this. Oh, it was so contrived, it was cringeworthy right from the get-go. So I've already said what a flop I think this Polo show is going to be. I genuinely do think that at least there is a little bit more interest when it comes to, for example, cooking or sort of homeware type show. I still think Meghan's endeavour is going to flop, purely because she is never very sincere in anything that she does. I think people will just see that she's trying to flog some of her cheaply made tat for an incredible amount of money, and I think it will be laughable. In fact, I can't actually wait for it to come out, not because I'm a fan or anything of that nature. In fact, I'm going to give Meghan's cooking show the big red fan, because I think it's going to be an absolute flop and a fail. You know, Meghan, we see you. We know what you're doing. You're just trying to promote yourself. And we know that Netflix is just trying to recoup some of its losses. They're trying to get something out of that pair. But anyway, I can't wait to scrutinise it and pick it apart when it comes out. But Harry's Polo show, as I said in the previous video, it's very, very, very elitist. You have to have an awful lot of money to be able to play polo at that kind of level, or even it's very difficult to get into. You know, not everyone has access to horses. You know, there'll be some of you that are very into their polo, but I think most people, polo is quite an untouchable, non-relatable sport, shall we say. And I think it just goes to show how out of touch Harry and Meghan are if they think that that is going to be a Netflix success. I've heard some people say, oh, well, you know, I am actually quite interested in what goes on in that high world of polo, where everything is all about glamour and sex and lust and wanton needs and dalliances and all of that nonsense, which can, on the face of it, seem very, very exciting. And a world, you know, lifting the lid on this polo world. I mean, the only thing that Harry's ever lifted a lid on is a polo mint, never mind polo. Anyway, it is the sport of kings, and Harry most definitely is well bred, not very well mannered, I have to say, especially after what he did to Her late Majesty and the Duke of Edinburgh when they were sort of effectively passing away. Definitely will not be forgiving him for that. But he was under the, you know, the dalliances of a woman that's fond of opening and closing her deal or no deal briefcase, shall we say, for all and sundry. Flapping around it is, flapping around on its hinges. Anyway, enough said about that deal or no deal box, the better. Anyway, so they were out. Netflix TV crew in tow, of course. Meghan was preoccupied by the camera angles. Oh, make sure you get my best side. I'm going to move this woman out. Oh, did you see Meghan? How rude was I'm going to give her a massive fan flap for that. Moving that poor woman. You know, she's been working for the charity Centre Barley. It was a Centre Barley, you know, polo match. And this woman was, you know, probably supposed to be the one that would have presented the trophy. Meghan gets her big claws on the trophy and has to be the one to hand it to Harry, doesn't she? Oh, here you go, husband. Why don't you have this trophy? Oh my goodness, you won. Oh, Megsy Baby 2.0, and I'm going to present you with the trophy. It probably should have been the other lady. And then, so Meghan handed the trophy over, went in for the kiss, the pucker up, Princey. Well, someone's going to be turning into a toad tonight, aren't they? Kissing off princes, you know what the saying goes. Anyway, so they presented the trophy. The woman wanted to sort of get in there because it was probably her right to do so anyway. And then Meghan, rather awkwardly and clumsily and hideously, basically gesticulates for her to move to the side of Meghan, because Meghan wants to be the one standing by her husband and, you know, won't let anyone else take the limelight or glory. Absolutely not. It's all for Megsy Baby 2.0, isn't it? It's all about the camera angles. Always one eye on the Netflix cameras, one eye on what, you know, what's going on and who she can manipulate next. So there she goes. The lady did move to the side. I wouldn't have done. I would have stood my ground, because Meghan, we see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get right in front of the camera and try and sort of dominate the scene. What about sisterhood? What about the act of sisterhood? Well, that obviously, as we know, does not apply to a Miss Meghan Harkle, does it? So there we are, Harry looking like a big chump. The match was probably engineered anyway so that he could win. Their outfits. So Harry did try and spruce himself up. The one thing that I noticed about Harry was his lack of belt. Well, he needs to belt up, because in more ways than one, those trousers needed a belt. I'm sorry, I don't like people that wear no socks and no belts. Men should wear socks at all times and belts. I don't like to see naked feet poking out of shoes. I don't think, if I recall, I think he was wearing socks, and I think he may have had a new pair of shoes. He normally recycles the old ones over, and I'll have another look and see. But I think he had, at first glance, I think he had a new pair of shoes. Now, Meghan's outfit, she had this kind of halternet cream top. I think she was trying to muscle in on the Diana vibes. Do you remember Diana had that dress where she was backlit by the sun and you could see the silhouette of her legs through the dress, very see-through? I think she was trying to have her own Diana moment, but she spectacularly flopped at it, I have to say. Now, you know, the colour, very cream, you know, it was a different shade of beige for Meghan. She is Meghan, the Queen of Beige, isn't she? The Queen of Beige and bland and boring. So it didn't surprise me that the colour was cream. I would maybe have expected her maybe to go for yellow or something of that nature, but no, she went for a shade of beige that wasn't completely unpleasing. Now, she did have, you know, those legs on show, the chicken legs, but it didn't look terribly bad in terms of the things that she's worn in the past. However, I did still notice wrinkles on the clothes. There's always wrinkles. Does that woman not possess an iron or a steam press or a steamer of some description? Oh my goodness, or doesn't she have someone working for her, if they're still working, if anyone's still working for Megsy Baby 2.0, to steam those clothes before she goes out in them, because they were a little ruffled. But the cut wasn't too bad. Normally we're used to seeing Meghan in terribly baggy outfits and completely the wrong, inappropriate fabric for the event or for the cut of and style of the outfit. But no, this didn't look terribly too bad. But she was definitely trying to pull out all of the stops. She definitely had a stylist involved. She wanted to look good for the Netflix cameras for this series, because even though it's supposed to be Harry's series, we know that Megsy Baby likes to muscle in on everything. So although it's giving me Invictus Game tease all over again. Remember those shorts with the chicken legs poking out? Oh, it's Harry's Invictus Games. It's Harry's event, but I'm going to turn up and steal all the thunder, because it's all about me, isn't it? It's all about Megsy Baby 2.0. Well, Meghan, we see you. We see straight through you. We've got the Meghan Markle BS goggles in tow. So I'm going to give Meghan another horrible red fan flap. Nacho, is it Nacho, Ignacio, whatever his name is, he is just another lapdog puppy, just like Prince Harry. He is there to just be there for the fame and for the glory. Do I believe that he is actually a real friend of Harry? No, I think he's there just for the limelight. I think he's there just to hang off the coattails of royalty. He is just a big, wet lettuce, I have to say. Oh, by the way, do you like my tiara today? It's the Grevel honeycomb tiara. Very lovely. And where were Archie and Lily? You know, this was the sort of occasion where, you know, other people there had brought their children. And where were Archie and Lily? They were probably in storage. They probably hadn't been defrosted. Yes, so perfect opportunity to sort of debut Archie and Lily. Or, as I've heard people describe her, Lily books or money books or baby books or something. Make no mistake about it, Meghan will be pimping out those children when she can actually make some cash from them. So as soon as she's got something for American Riviera Orchard in terms of children's clothes, then you will not see the end of Archie and Lily. We'll have Archie and Lily rammed down our faces non-stop 24/7, you can guarantee. As soon as she can put something on their backs to parade them around in at events like this, they will be out there. As long as she can link back to her store to flog some clothes, you can guarantee we will be seeing nothing but Archie and Lily. The money bucks will be coming in. Although, to be perfectly honest, if I had children, I wouldn't be trying to emulate anything to do with Meghan. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Meghan's outfit. Do you think Harry should have belted up as well? It seemed like a very nice day there. The weather was absolutely stunning. We've just had hail come down in the UK. In April, you know, traditionally Britain has April showers. So 1 minute it can be sunny and then it can be raining or hailing, or I've even known snow in April in the past. I want to talk about, as you can see in the background, it's actually one of my videos. I made a song. Yes, I can add music producer as a string to my bow, my ever-expanding bow. So if you do want to hear a comedy, parody, tongue-in-cheek look at Meghan, it's called The Monster of Montecito, and I think it kind of hits a few nails on the head. It is supposed to be funny, so please go and take a listen to it. I will. You can find it on the channel. It's just the video before this one. Do go and take a listen. I do think it's turned out to be a little bit of a bop. And let me know if you'd like any other Meghan Markle diss tracks, because I've already penned one called Clutch My Pearls. It's a bop. It's an absolute bop, I have to say. So there will be more Harry and Meghan news coming up. I also want to talk about the former Queen's dressmaker, Angela Kelly. So we'll do that in an upcoming video. Thank you for spending the time with me today. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment on social media. I'll be going live on Thursday at 6 p.m. UK. My Talk of the Crown talk show will be back. So until next time, mwah to you all and goodbye.
Nothing's ever her own fault, always someone else to blame. Wrinkled baggy clothes she wears in vain. Cash cow visions deep inside, she finds her way is to